Hey, what's going on, y'all? Now I'm back out here today in some beautiful nature, enjoying myself in this wonderful weather. It's been a little too long since I got out in some good green. But I think that kind of touches on the point of today's video, which is life is too short to waste your time. And I think that is something that, as much as we try to set big goals for ourselves and achieve as much as we can, we forget that we're here for a limited time. It's almost our brain's prerogative to push that kind of information to the back of our minds, that we're fallible, that our lives are inevitably going to come to an end one day. We're fated to die. It's just how it is. We're not going to be here forever. And so we have to make sure that every second of time we spend here is going into something that's going to produce something for us. It's going to drive our lives forward. It's going to bring us towards success. You have to ensure that whatever you're doing here is not wasteful, and that is bringing you towards something that will drive your life further, that will drive your life down the path. The problem is, I think a lot of people misconstrue working all the time, really like just grinding 24/7, with not wasting their time. Because the thing about it is, wasting your time can also look like burning out. And if you work all the time, work 24/7 relentlessly, non-stop, you're gonna burn out. It's inevitable. A mortal man cannot put in work 24/7 and maintain that amount of effort. At some point, you're gonna have to stop. You're gonna have to rest. And so it's important to remember, as we decide to not waste our time, that sure, there's a time for the grind. And that time for the grind is usually the majority of your time. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever I go to school, because for me, my grind is school and my instruments and everything I'm learning. So whenever I go to school, you know what I'm saying, I do all that, do whatever, how many ever hours I'm there. And then I come home, and I gotta work on my own guitar. I gotta practice all the stuff that I was already doing at school, and I gotta practice that stuff again. I gotta work on homework, you know what I'm saying? But before I get into that, I give myself some time to decompress, to let the day's work just kind of wash away, and have a meal. Have a good meal. I resituate myself, and now I'm ready to get back into it. You know what I'm saying? I give myself a time to rest and recuperate so that I can be even more efficient when I need to work again. Working all the time, non-stop, is not going to be your most productive work. You have to remember, this is why you have a lunch break in the middle of the day when you are on like a 9-to-5 job. Because you need a time to just break, recover, recuperate, so you can still be at your best. So you're putting out your best work. So yeah, work is very essential, but it's not the only thing. And I think people also forget that the whole part of this whole life thing is like, half of it's supposed to be have a good time. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to enjoy yourself at least a little bit. So remember, as you're going through this life, that enjoyment also can be something that you prioritize. As long as what you're working for brings you towards that enjoyment. And that's kind of the point of the work. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they spend their whole lives away at a 9-to-5. That's one thing. It's one thing if you're working towards your future. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to support it and monetize your future. But it's another thing if your whole life is working that 9-to-5. Because it's like you're wasting your time just the same. When you pour yourself into work endlessly, you're wasting all your precious years for a company. You know what I'm saying? When you need to be doing that for yourself. It's like, what did you get out of that? Besides some money. And then, but here's the thing, like, how did you even spend that money? Trying to survive so you can go back to that job. It's like, it's an endless cycle that's really only productive for the CEO and all the people at the top, and maybe the consumers, but none of the people who actually matter, especially not you. And that's why, when it comes down to it, you have to make sure that you have a work-life balance. You have to have some kind of life outside of your job, outside of the grind, that allows you to enjoy yourself, that allows you to actually get something out of this life thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have some kind of hobby, something you're pursuing, something that's driving you, something that's motivating you to get to that 9 to 5, to get to that job, so you can better support that thing to the side. And I would say the best thing is when the work, the hustle, and that side passion that is actually fulfilling for you are the same thing. Like, for me, I'm trying to make music my hustle. I love music. Music is my life. And if I could turn music into, something like the way that I'm making money, sheesh. You know what I'm saying? I'd be set. Even this, doing the YouTube, is a great way of finding a passion for yourself that actually fulfills you. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to make money off that. Spending time, you know what I mean? Spending it wisely, not wasting it. Lastly, I want to discuss the people that we spend our time with. There are going to be people in our lives that add to our lives and are more productive for us. And those are people you do want to spend your time with. But people who only want to have a good time, people who when you hang out with them, you really get nothing accomplished. You don't have any productive conversation. You guys are maybe just drinking together. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of bullshitting. And again, sometimes that's okay. Like, life is also about having a good time. But when that's all you're doing with these people are detracting from your life. The time you spend with these people is getting wasted. And that's all you're doing with these people. Especially if you're doing that frequently. You know what I mean? Like, at least have some kind of productive conversation. At least, hang around people that are seeking success and who are involving you in that process. Because, they say that you're the average of the 5 friends that you hang around. You're the mean of the 5 friends that you surround yourself with. The 5 people that are closest to you in your life, you're the average of them. And if those 5 people are unproductive, not accomplishing anything, lazy, not seeking success, what does that say about you? What does that say about who you are? You know what I'm saying? Because it's who you've surrounded yourself with. So at the end of the day, you have to prioritize spending your time with people who are going to push you towards your best self, who are going to push you towards a greater version of yourself, and who are going to motivate you to upgrade your life as they are upgrading theirs. You know what I'm saying? The best journey is the journey you share. And having a companion that's on this journey of growing and becoming a better person and seeking success and not wasting their time and spending their time wisely so that they can enjoy their lives. That's the kind of people that you have to surround yourself with if you yourself want to emulate those traits. And if you don't have people in your life like that, better to stay alone. Just be around yourself. Because you can only feed off your own successful energy. All right. I hope that you learned something from this video, or at least it helped you better understand keeping your life in order and not wasting your time. Spending your time in a way that's productive and that will bring you to greater success. All right. Take care, y'all. Peace.